Hi everyone. Today we will have a nice short practice working and focusing on the hips. So let's begin. Hands and knees. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingers. Root through all 10 fingers and grip into your finger pads into the mat. On the inhale, cow pose, arch the back. Drop the belly. Spread your collarbones. On the exhale, push into your hands and round. Spread your shoulder blades, look towards your belly button, maybe even towards your inner thighs, and really push the back of the heart up towards the ceiling. And repeat, inhale. Just moving with your breath. Any way that you like to move, fast or slow, whatever feels right for you today. If you like to bring in a little bit more movement, the swaying of the hips, barrel rolls, whatever you like. Taking this first few breaths just to come into your practice. And just focusing on really deep, full breaths. So when you breathe in, imagine you expand through all sides, the front, the back, the sides. And when you exhale, completely empty out. Take another cycle wherever you are. And slowly we'll find neutral spine once again. Come back. Draw the navel in, ribs are in. From here, tuck the toes and hover your knees off the floor. Keep moving the ribs in, draw the belly in, and maybe keep your gaze towards the top of your mat, lengthening the back of your neck. And keep holding here for another 3. Nice, slow, easy breath for 2. 1 more full breath in. And exhale, lower the knees down. Sit back towards your heels. Turn your fingertips towards your heels and the hands away from you just to stretch out the wrists a little bit. If you want a little bit more, you can sink your hips back towards your heels, a little less. Maybe stack the shoulders over your wrists again. Option to move side to side, front and back, whatever feels good. Maybe even come back to these cat-cow poses. Take another breath wherever you are. And slowly return with the fingertips forward. Coming back, hovering the knees again. Pull the navel in. Option to stay, or maybe begin to hover your right toes. Holding here, or maybe spinning your left heel down, turning the knees over towards your left, and return, come back. Switch sides, maybe hover your left toes. Stay, or maybe drop your right heel and turn the knees over to your right side this time. Return. Again, to the left. Back to center. To the right. Last one. Knees to the left. Option stay, or maybe hover and float that left arm up all the way up towards the ceiling. Maybe you extend that right leg all the way through, or maybe even cross it over your left knee for a figure 4. Stay for another breath. You're sinking your hips towards your left heel just a tiny bit. And return, left hand down. Right toes down, hover the knees. This time pick up your left toes and spin your right heel down. Option to float the right arm up. Stay, or maybe extend that left leg, or maybe cross it over your right thigh. Pausing here. Maybe again, pushing into the left hand and sinking your bum towards your right heel. Slowly return. Hover the knees for 1 more moment here. Lower the knees down. Sit back, shake out your wrists, pause, rest if you need. We're going to go right into our next one. So now working into the rotations of the hip, hands and knees once again. If you'd like, and your wrists are a little tired, instead you can do it on your forearms, or you can prop yourself up a little higher so your forearms are a little bit higher. Otherwise, hands and knees, starting with the left leg, finding neutral spine, and just imagine the spine and the body, the torso is going to remain neutral. Isolate your hip only. So from here, kick the left leg back, turn the left knee out wide, turn that femur bone out, and so draw it over towards your left shoulder, and then hug it towards your chest. Return, come back, all over again. Kick it back. Turn the leg bone out. Draw it in towards your elbow. Coming back towards your chest. Repeat. Moving through this as slow as you can. Externally rotating that left knee, left femur. Bring it out wide. Take it back to the center. Let's do it 2 more times. Bring it back. Externally rotate, so the foot rotates toward midline, the knee rotates out without turning the hip or without turning the torso. Keep everything neutral, just the femur bone. Draw it out wide, bring it in. Shake it out if you like. Let's reverse that motion. So hands and knees, once again, take the knee into your chest. Turn the knee in, the heel out this time, so internally rotate. Take it out wide, bring it out back, and bring it back to center. Again, internal rotation, bring it out wide, back, in. Let's do it 3 more times. Again, turn the leg in, take it out wide, make that big circle, bring it in. So you can move at your own pace, stick with it, move through nice and slowly. If you find a sticky spot, then focus through those spots. Maybe stay a little bit longer in those. Again, bring it back and in. Shake it out, rest your wrist. We're going to move towards the other side now. And if this was a lot, then you can also do this standing up, or you can also do this lying down onto the side. Let's go to the other side. Today we'll do it on our hands and knees. From here, back to your hands and knees. Pull the navel in, nice strong core. And when you're ready, bring the right leg back. Externally rotate to turn the knee out, foot in. Draw a big circle out wide to the side without moving and swaying your hips. Keep everything neutral. Come back to center and repeat. Bring it back, turn it out, pull it wide and up, and center. 3 more times. Back, out, around, to the middle. 2 more, working at your own pace. Maybe finding sticky spots again and staying in those spots. And just focusing on the hip, as well as if there's any part of the body that's starting to sink or sag. And come back. Shake it out if you'd like. Move on to the opposite rotation. The right knee up, internally rotate. So this time the knee out, foot out to side. Take it out wide and back in. An internal rotation out wide, back, in. 3 more times. Internally rotate, bring it out wide. Move really slow. Here's Bowie. Take it back in. 2 more. Internal rotation. Rotate, make that big circle. Bring it in. You might even feel the opposite outer hip work to stabilize, and that's completely normal. Which is why this hands and knees one's a little bit more difficult and challenging than when we're lying on the side. Let's do one last one. Internal rotation. Take it out wide. Move it back and down. Shake it out. We're going to extend that right leg back, right toes to the floor, and begin to push into your hands and sink your heel back. Stretch your calf. And switch. Send your left toes back, and your left toes, and send your heel to the back of your mat. Stretch into that calf. And slowly you can take your right knee over towards the left side of your mat. Extend your left leg back and send your right foot over to the left side and send your left knee behind your right knee. Go Mukhasana. If you can either stack your feet and might be sitting onto your feet or block. Or if you can just scoot yourself between your ankles, pushing and walking the hands back. Either way, if this is not comfortable for your knees, you can extend your right leg, the bottom leg forward. Wherever you are, pause for a moment. Whatever is comfortable, just pay attention if there's any pain in the ankles. If you find that they're sickling down and there's a pain, instead you can flex the feet to lift the ankles off from the floor or pad the ankles, or you can even point your toes. So take a moment to just check in. No pain in your joints, in your knee, in your ankles. You can either stay here, go ahead and walk the hands forward and fold. If it's comfortable, you can slowly begin to relax the head down, stretching your back, your outer right hip. Taking another full breath in and full breath out. Take your time. When you're ready, you can walk your hands back forward, switch sides. Any way you like to switch sides, switch sides. Send your right leg, shake it out. Right knee is over or behind your back knee this time. Slowly sit back and get your props if you need to support your hips or your ankle joints or even your knee if you need something to stack between the knees. Take a full breath in to lengthen upwards. If this feels good, stay, or if you're ready to fold a little deeper, go ahead and walk the hands forward. Bring your chest towards your thighs. Option to drop the head again. Notice any tension in the jaw and in the shoulders. Can you relax them? Let's take one more full breath in. And full breath out. Slowly walk the hands back. Bring your hands behind your hips. Unwind. Extend your legs. Shake them out. Option, soles of the feet together, or if you prefer to extend the legs, you can do your final pose, forward fold, butterfly. Soles of the feet together. I did this do diamond pose. So if you like butterfly, you can do butterfly. Or you can do diamond pose. So the feet are a little further. Imagine creating a diamond with your feet. And from here, option to grab the toes. And bring the head to your toes and take your elbows wide. Now it's become a star pose. You can take your diamond pose, turn it into a star, elbows wide, forehead down. Take a moment here, scan your awareness through your body. This final shape that we're taking, can you surrender and let go of all tension, all doubts, everything that you don't need, allow it to melt into the mat. Take another full breath in and clearing breath out. One more just like that. Inhale, fill, and exhale, empty completely. Break the pose, release your feet, walk the hands back up. And keep the eyes closed. You can lie down or sit down, whichever way that you want to end your practice, but take a moment just to enjoy this space that you've created for your body, for your mind, for your breath. And thank you for sharing your practice with me today.